Build iron discipline, your steadfast compass when motivation fades. Welcome back, everyone, to our journey of creating an extraordinary life. We've worked together to lay a solid foundation by designing our daily plan, nourishing our bodies, and sharpening our minds, ruthlessly eliminating distractions, turning pain into fuel, and practicing gratitude to attract abundance. Most recently, we learned how to turn our goals into daily tasks to make everything achievable. Today, we're going to talk about a quality that I believe is the backbone of all sustainable success, the very thing that will keep you on track when things get tough. It's about building iron discipline. Have you ever asked yourself, what have I done to get wealthy? Or have you experienced that surge of motivation one morning, only to feel drained and want to quit by the afternoon? Motivation is like a wave. It comes and goes. It can carry you out to sea, but it's not what will keep you afloat when a storm hits. So what will keep you steady? That's discipline. I've worked with thousands of people, from world-class athletes to top business leaders. And what I've realized is they all have days when they lack motivation. They also have days when they want to hit snooze, eat junk food, or scroll social media instead of working. But what's the difference between them and the rest of the world? It's their ability to execute what they've committed to, no matter how hard it feels. I remember the story of Mark Cuban, a famous self-made billionaire here in the US. He once shared that when he was first starting out, he worked tirelessly, slept on the floor, and ate very sparingly. There were times he was exhausted, wanting to quit. But what kept him going? It wasn't fleeting motivation. It was discipline. The discipline of waking up every morning and doing what needed to be done, whether he felt like it or not. The discipline of saving every penny, even when he longed to spend. Do you ever think you're going to give up? Many people do, not because they lack talent or opportunity. They give up because they rely solely on motivation. When motivation dries up, they have nothing to hold on to. Discipline is the anchor that keeps you steady when the ship of your life encounters rough seas. Discipline is not punishment. Discipline is not restriction. On the contrary, discipline is freedom. When you have discipline, you are not controlled by fleeting emotions, by laziness, or by external temptations. You are free to choose what's best for your future, instead of being pulled by what's easiest in the present. So, how do we build iron discipline? First, start small. Don't try to change everything at once. Discipline is like a muscle. You have to train it. Choose one small thing you know you should do, but consistently procrastinate on. For example, make your bed as soon as you wake up. Drink a large glass of water before doing anything else. Spend 5 minutes planning your day. These things might seem insignificant, right? But every time you perform a small, disciplined action, you're sending a powerful message to your subconscious. I am a person who keeps my promises. I'm a person who does what I say I will do. And those small victories will accumulate, building greater self-confidence and self-control. Second, create rituals. Humans are creatures of habit. When you turn a disciplined action into a daily ritual, it becomes more automatic, requiring less willpower. For instance, if you want to exercise every morning, lay out your workout clothes the night before. When the alarm rings, get up immediately, put them on, and head out the door. You don't have to think about it. You just have to do it. Third, face discomfort. Discipline requires you to do things you don't want to do, especially when you don't feel motivated. That's when you have to tell yourself, I'm going to do this, not because I want to, but because I committed to it. That's when you have to push yourself out of your comfort zone. Every time you do that, you'll become stronger. I have a client named Sarah, another Sarah. She wanted to become an inspirational speaker. She had the knowledge, the story, but she was terrified of public speaking. She constantly made excuses to postpone practicing. I told her, Sarah, motivation won't get you on stage. Discipline will get you there. We started with her practicing for 5 minutes every day in front of a mirror, whether she felt silly or not. Then it was recording herself, then sending it to a close friend. Gradually, she built the discipline of facing her fears. And eventually, she stood on stage, inspiring hundreds of people. Are you thinking negatively about your ability to build discipline? Don't. Discipline isn't something you're born with. It's something you build. It's a skill. And like any other skill, it can be learned and improved through consistent practice. Remember this: motivation is an emotion. Discipline is an action. Emotions fluctuate, but actions can be consistent. When you cultivate discipline, you are building a version of yourself that cannot be defeated. A version that doesn't rely on fleeting inspiration, but on a deep commitment to its goals. So, my challenge to you today is this. Choose one small area in your life where you want to build discipline. It could be waking up 15 minutes earlier, exercising for 10 minutes, or reading 5 pages a day. Then, commit to doing it without missing a single day for the next 30 days. Do it whether you feel like it or not. Do it whether you feel tired or not. Because every time you choose discipline over comfort, you're building a stronger, more resilient version of yourself. Discipline is the bridge between goals and accomplishment. Embrace it. We still have so much more to discover on this journey. Let's build the life you've always dreamed of together. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe so you don't miss anything. I'll see you in the next video.